Hello. Welcome to the gym. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day. Ooh, and are ready for some Pokemon stuff. We've got the Gym Leader Challenge pins finally in. Oh, I'm so excited about these. They look fantastic. They look so good. I'm so amped about them. They are enamel pins, and you've got a color for each of your Gym Leader Challenge types. They got little rubber backs. They're 1 1/4 inch wide, perfect for your your backpack or whatever. So they come in each of the 10. That's right, 10. Sorry, Fairy. 10 supported types in the Pokemon trading card game. 10 types. No Fairy. If you want Fairy, then you're going to have to talk to the Pokemon company about that, not me. So, very thrilled about this. I think, man, I'm having a tough time choosing, which ones are my favorites. So I'm very thrilled about that. We also got the Gym Leader Challenge playmats and all of the Gym Leader Challenge sleeves. These are going to be available at trickygym.com tomorrow. So, extremely excited about this. Thank you guys all so much for, everything you already do to support the channel. I'm just excited to get some more Gym Leader Challenge stuff out there. This is the official Gym Leader Challenge kind of logo and art identity that I have developed in collaboration with Dustin Zimmerman over the course of the last couple of months. I'm very thrilled about the way this turned out. The kind of visual identity of Gym Leader Challenge, I think, is a very cool and important thing, because it kind of gives that it gives the format, just exactly that, a visual identity, right? So that players around the world can instantly recognize Gym Leader Challenge format. So I'm excited about the art direction, there's multiple different logos. There's the GLC logo, and then there's the Gym Leader Challenge logo. Dustin really did an incredible job with it. Dustin's a longtime Pokemon trading card game player. He finished top 4 at the World Championships in 2014. So, yeah, a successful Pokemon TCG player. Really excited to be able to keep, keep Pokemon players involved in the creative process behind Gym Leader Challenge and Tricky Gym. Dustin is also the artist who developed the Tricky Gym logo. So, if you're familiar with the Tricky Gym logo, then you're already familiar with Dustin's work. He does a great job. And I think that this logo translated perfectly to pins. That's this is what makes, someone who does logos and things like that. It's such a nice little iconic thing. It goes great on, pretty much anything, looks good anywhere. So many different ways to apply it. Look, all the different logos, he developed this, this kind of mono color logo with just the outline. He developed this fleshed out logo, which comes in all the different 10 Gym Leader Challenge types. There's it's just so much work went into the art direction for Gym Leader Challenge. So I'm really thrilled about that. Thrilled about how all the stuff turned out. It's going to be available at trickygym.com tomorrow. So yeah, that's exciting. Thrilled about that. That's on the horizon. And you know what else is on the horizon? Gaming. That's what we got. I spent yesterday working on editing. Thank you, Lazy Boy, for that sub in the 35 months. Thank you. And thank you, Craig Sauce, for the Prime sub in the 37 months. So, I spent yesterday, I know my hair is crazy today. I don't even care. It's fine. It's just what it is, Some days are like that. Today's one of those days. I'll turn these cameras off. These extra cameras, we pretty much only need the one now. Whoop. Cool. Get this cord out of here. All right. Gamer time. Now, yesterday I spent, thank you, Not Valid, for that sub. Yo, appreciate you, Not Valid. Thank you. Yesterday I spent hours working on editing video, and also I spent some time working on the temporary league stage here in my studio. And I say it's a temporary league stage because I've talked to you guys before and said it's a little warm in my studio, so I'll take this jacket off. I've talked to you guys before and said that we're going to be creating a full tournament hall in the basement of Full Grip Games. So like downstairs from where I am currently, we're going to have a big tournament hall with like a permanent stage setup. That's not going to be done being renovated until like the fall. So we got like, a good chunk of the year until that project is complete. But I want to start producing and filming League now. So I have a temporary stage that I've set up right over here. I could actually show you. It's right there. So like, I mean, it's not very well exposed, but you get the idea. So, I put the brick wall up, I got the table there and all that stuff. That's, that's where the League players are going to play, at that table right over there. And, and then I got skateboards over there and, Dragon Shield banner, all that stuff. But I had to put that brick wall up, I had to do all that stuff. You see that light there at the top of the screen right now? I had to drill that into the wall. You see the ladder there. Yeah, it just takes like, this stuff just takes time. We got the lights. I've actually got a, bring it around town. We actually got no, these things literally, they don't happen overnight. It takes a ton of work, actually. Yeah, something like that. So I've got a gigantic, like 5-foot neon gym leader challenge sign being produced right now, which, when we went over there, you saw there's that big space right in the middle of that brick wall, really begging for something, right? Well, what it's begging for is a gigantic neon sign with the Gym Leader Challenge logo. That's what it's begging for. So that's what it's going to have. It's like this huge 5-foot Gym Leader Challenge neon sign, which is going to look so sick. So I'm really amped about that. And then we host Gym Leader Challenge leagues on Thursdays, so like, there's like the small thing that like standard league players are going to have to play in front of a Gym Leader Challenge sign. Whatever, that's fine. They can get over it. Because I'm not, installing and removing the sign every time. And I'm not ordering more than one sign. I'm not going to order a sign that says standard. So there's just going to be a dope Gym Leader Challenge sign there. And it's going to be there for both standard nights and Gym Leader Challenge nights. So that is what it is. That's fine. And I'm excited about that. Yeah, GLC propaganda for the standard player. Precisely. You're getting it. So, oh, God. I want to gouge my eyes out when I'm editing videos. It feels too much like work. So I figured, this is kind of kind of the vibe now. I just tell you guys what I'm doing, even when I'm not on stream. That's kind of like it's part of the deal. So I was working on the well, I've got the first 6 minutes of my retro tabletop video with Will edited, and I want to show you guys kind of what I'm thinking. I'm working on some stylistic things, as you can see. I've got the tabletop zoomed in here. But then I also like zoom out at some points, and then I zoom back in at some points. Yeah. So I'm gonna walk you guys through it and show you guys, because I don't like it being perpetually cropped in like this. I like being able to like see the prizes, see the discard pile, see the deck. So this is like, this is like the Tricky Jim equivalent of like, the teacher rolling out the video cart. We're going to start by watching the video that I'm working on editing. I'm not done. I'm not done, but I want you guys to see my progress so far. So I'm going to get my face cam out of here, and we can talk about the direction that I'm going and some of the decisions that I've making with the tabletop editing so far. So let's give this a try.
All right.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I've got Sableye, so I will be going first. I'll draw for turn, and I'll use Sableye's Impersonate attack, which allows me to search my deck for a supporter card and use it as the effect of the attack. So I really want to see how many Magikarp I have. Looks like all 4 Magikarp are in my deck, which is great news. We do have a way to fish a Magikarp out, though. We could use Time Walk. Time Walk is a really cool Pokepower, which allows you to search your prizes for a Pokemon and switch it with one of the cards in your hand when you play Azelf from your hand to the bench. So that's how you fix the prizing situation in this deck if you happen to prize too many Magikarp. So with Impersonate, we're going to get Pokemon Collector, play the Pokemon Collector, and get 3 Magikarp and put them into my hand. All right, it's your go.
I'm going to start off with a nice Roseanne's Research. Off of Roseanne's, I'm going to grab Ralts and Psychic. And then I'm going to bench the Ralts. I'm going to attach Call and use Call Energy. Yeah, I'm going to grab Ralts and Baltoy. And now you're up.
I'll draw for turn. See, I have a pretty fire opening. Yeah, I'm digging what we got going on right now. This is pretty good.
Doesn't sound too good for me.
I'm going to use Felicity's Drawing to discard 2 Magikarp from my hand and draw 4 cards. I've got this huge hand, but I cannot play any trainer cards. I'm going to use Sableye's Impersonate attack. With Impersonate, I'm going to use Pokemon Collector. Off of the Pokemon Collector, I'm going to get Magikarp, Unknown Q, and Regice. And I'm going to put those 3 into my hand.
Draw for turn. Now that Andrew has revealed to me his game plan, I'll bench another Spiritomb so that Regice basically does nothing.
I was hoping you wouldn't do that.
Oh, yeah, I know. Attach Psychic Energy to Ralts. I'm just going to Darkness Grace. Because I got nothing else to do. Get the Claydol and you're up.
I was really hoping that Will would not have the judge this turn. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have a 15-card hand, and I only have 2 Magikarp in my discard pile. I really want to hold on to this hand so that I can get that 3rd Magikarp in the discard pile. This is really strong getting to keep this 15-card hand.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
I'll draw. I'll get to use Felicity's Drawing to discard the 3rd Magikarp as well as this Azelf, and I'll draw 4 cards. Huh. Imagine that. 17 cards.
17 cards, huh?
No Gyarados.
Sometimes that do be happening in that deck. Sometimes it also just can't find the broken time space either.
You believe that? I've got all of these cards in my hand and no way to get a Gyarados. Anyways, we'll get there eventually. I'm going to bench Magikarp, and I'm going to bench Unknown Q. Then I'll use Unknown Q's Quick Poke Power to equip it as a tool card to Sableye. I'm going to use Flash Bite on Ralts. And then I'm going to use Impersonate. Off of Impersonate, I'm going to get Bebe's Search. Bebe's Search allows me to place a card on top of my deck and then search my deck for a Pokemon. I want that Gyarados, and I'm going to put it into my hand.
Draw for turn. It's not looking too good over here. I really need a judge. If I get a judge this turn, it'll be fine. Man, it's tough out here. I'll Cosmic Power, put 2 back, draw until I have 6. The Ralt isn't really any threat of being knocked out since Andrew doesn't have the Luxray on his bench, so I don't have to worry about that right now. I'll use Darkness Grace again and find the Curlia. And your turn.
I'll draw for turn. I'm going to evolve Magikarp into Gyarados. I'll retreat for free using the Unknown. And I'll Tail Revenge for the knockout.
You got all 3 in there?
Yes, I do.
Promote Curlia. So I could just use the Gallade and just swing for 160 because Gyarados does have fighting resistance and just take a knockout. Or I could start using Gardevoir. The problem is I would use Gallade if I had Judge. But without Judge right now, I can't. I don't want to commit to evolving either one without Judge. So I'm going to put Extra Belt on the Curlia and Cosmic Power for 3. 1, 2, 3. And this is fine. What I can do here is go Gallade, Rare Candy, Gardevoir, Telepass, Felicities, attach to Gardevoir, and Judge.
You're nuts.
Yeah, here we go.
You're nuts, dude. That's crazy.
Let's go.
What the heck, man?
And I got the energy attachment.
What the? This is not cool, man. This is really bad, guys.
This is really cool.
I had a really big hand. I did not want that to go away.
All right. That's where I'm at so far. You can see how that took me like 4 hours yesterday. Yeah, it's just like that just took me like a long time to do. And I was curious to see what you guys thought about, like, you know, I felt like this was like a healthy balance between having the whole board visible and then also like cutting in and seeing the cards a little bit further up close. I felt like with some of the videos that just have this view the whole time, I felt like some of the, it's like, it feels like you're a little claustrophobic and that you're missing something when you're this close the whole time. But I feel like being able to get in this close also helps you to feel more engaged. Same with like the, you know, you don't want to have a hand cam the whole time, but like having the hand cam helps keep you more engaged. I feel like a lot of the time when there's like abilities happening or card draw actions, like zooming in helps you to like understand that there's like exactly what's happening and when it's happening. So like right there, it's like, okay, there's the Felicities, you know, and you're watching me
Fine.
draw for
To
the Felicities.
discard.
Like, I feel like that really helps to like
Magic cards
convey
from my
exactly
hand
what's
and
occurring
draw
there.
4 cards.
And then you can very clearly see the 4 cards that I'm drawing. But then when I, you know, am done, it's like, okay, the animation cuts away. I'm done using Felicities now. Now I'm looking at my hand. And you can kind of take in how many prizes are left. You could take in the whole board, each player's discard pile, things like that. So I like having this information available, even though the information doesn't have to be there the whole time. Also just helps you to like, you know, I mean, this is what a board looks like when you're playing the Pokemon trading card game. But I do think that like bringing the camera in and being able to like look at things that close is also, yeah. Thank you, Incomplete Pokedex. I appreciate that. Thanks for the feedback. Yeah. So the most time-consuming part about well, there's a lot of different things that are time-consuming about doing this. First of all, you have to like, Will doesn't talk nearly as loud as I do, so I need to boost all of his audio to match mine. Then, and it doesn't matter how much I tell the person that I'm streaming with that they need to, you know, speak up and speak with an even tone of voice. It doesn't matter. It's just like, no, but you know what I mean? Practice is what it's going to take. It's just going to take practice. So like I have to do a lot of that audio balancing in post. And then I also have to just chop up the video so that it's like, you know, so that you're just seeing the important parts. Then I have to do things like that, you know, that just takes a while. You have to download all the images for the cards. And then you have to crop a lot of them, like this crop down here, and you have to place them correctly. I had to decide what looked good as far as like zooming in. So that was like a little bit of a creative process, just kind of like coming to the conclusion that I wanted to do some of the shots zoomed in and some of the shots zoomed out. So that took a little while. Then I'm also going to need to film the intro and outro for this. You know, I'm going to need to film yeah, you always have to adjust audio in post. I mean, that's just part of it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but then I have to film the intro and outro. I have to film the deck explanations, talking about what each deck does. But I'm like really happy with how this video is coming out so far. I think this is like really cool. So I'm amped on it. I could see, I don't know, what do you guys think about little flourishes? Like, do you guys want to see like a prize thing in the corner? Do you guys want to see like a little HP total above the Pokemon? This is certainly stuff that we can do. I plan on trying to finish this video today. That's the goal. Because I worked on it some yesterday. I'd like to finish it today. At a certain point, I mean, here, you guys could just see, like, this is just what takes so long, right? It's just all this junk. Here, I mean, like, all these little cuts, all that stuff, it just takes time. You know? I thought about, all right. You know, with the tabletop productions, I have like I have a lot of ambition with the tabletop stuff. And I don't know, like, all right, so at the beginning of the match, right?
All right.
Good luck.
Good luck.
I've got
Like, what if there was some sort of little
luck.
like versus animation that popped up right there? Wouldn't that be sick? It might be doing too much, but it also could be kind of sick. Listen, man, the kids these days, they need things to, animate, help keep their attention.
I've got Sable.
Another thing I thought about. All right, so like, what if when Tail Revenge was used, there was like some sort of. What if there was some sort of like water spin or something? What if there was some sort of like overlay animation that was like sploosh, that made like what if it was exactly like what PTCGO's attack animations looked like, but like. All right, what if like let's all right, what if when the Gyarados attacked, all right? What if when the Gyarados attacked, it like swung in to the Spiritomb and like a 90 popped out of it and there was like a water sploosh? What if like all that happened, What if we just took PTCGO, but then like we like figured out how to replicate all of its nice animations on tabletop? What if when I attacked, that didn't work. Anyways. What if, like, both cards popped up when I attacked and, like, this, and there was, like, a water animation that went from the Gyarados to the Spiritomb, and there was, like, a little 90 popped up? Oh, what if that happened? Now, I don't know how to create a nice-looking animation, but, like, there's people who do. What if I commission that to be done? Like, what I need is some easy plug-and-play stuff, You're right, Incomplete Pokedex. You're right. Well, right, a Nurgan. So at the beginning of every video, I explain what the decks are and what they do. I understand. This is all. I'm not making videos to be like a 1 million sub YouTube channel, viral, yada yada. Okay, I'm just trying to make the best Pokemon card videos I can. That's it. I understand that, like, the interest might not even be there on a wide scale, but I'm just trying to create the dopest stuff I could possibly create. I got an artist mentality. All right, I have an art degree. You understand? Artists, they don't care. I don't care. We don't care, bro. We're just, you can't stop me from making stuff. That's just it. You can't stop me. I've just been making stuff my whole life, and I'm just going to keep making stuff. I can't stop making stuff. I can't stop progressing. That's it. Anyway, you think this is something I could get on Fiverr? I felt very... Anyways, if you know somebody who's qualified to do this kind of animation, yo, that's sick, Jester. Nice. If you know someone who's qualified to do these kind of animations, I guess... It's just something that I think about. You could add a... Well, the thing is that the attack animations would only happen so many times a game. Only when, damage is dealt. And then the rest of the tabletop experience is just purely tabletop. Like, no, nothing crazy. But then you get to like the attack. When it's an attack, you get the cards pop out, and then there's like a cool little, boom, right? And then you're right back to like the tabletop experience, I feel like it would help bring people in, Like, people don't really know what the cards do, but watching the cards kind of like animate and attack each other, like that'd kind of be like, oh yeah, that Gyarados going ham right now. Like that's the kind of like, oh yeah, that Gyarados kind of popping off, like, and you can visually see it, so even for someone who doesn't... Well, that's the thing. Incomplete Pokedex is that I don't think that it would take a lot of time, because all I need is for someone to develop the animations for me. I would just have to hire them to do it. So, like... All I need, it would just be under a essential graphics, right? I just like hire somebody to make me a graphic, right? You got all these like plug and play graphics. There was the person who did this card viewer, which I actually just, unfortunately, I don't end up using. But there's this, right? This is just something like a fan created this, right?
Find the Curlia.
This Mew that like...
And your turn.
But you could put any card there. It's lagging right now because my computer's trying to do a lot. But like, it's basically just a... it's a plug and play motion graphic, right? You can see the hollow pattern there. The card wiggles. Like, and then you can edit that card to be whatever card you want. You want it to be... go to card scan. You want that card to be Frostmoth. We can make it Frostmoth, and then you put the Sword and Shield Hollow on it, and now it looks like a hollow Frostmoth, right? Thank you, Mindblown TCG, for the sub in the 8 months. Appreciate it. There's elemental animations on Envato. I want something a little bit more custom than that. But yeah, I did look at it. I actually was looking on Envato yesterday. I didn't look very deep, but I was looking on Envato yesterday. I think I would probably want something custom. But Andrew, can you link me what you found to my Twitter DMs, if you don't mind, just so that I can take a look at it? But yeah, like plug and play stuff like that is doable and it's easy. That's the thing, is like it's not more time consuming once you actually commission the animation to be done, because all I would need to do is commission the animation to be done, right? And then it's like basically it's just plug and play. Like I drop what card I want in, and then what type I want, and how much damage the attack is doing. I would just need drop downs that say like, all right, the card that's doing the attacking, which direction it's attacking, is it attacking left or is it attacking right? That's what I'm saying, Dunk. Commission one animation for each type of Pokemon. Now, that could still cost thousands of dollars, but I'm not opposed to, messing around. Yeah, that could still cost thousands of dollars, but the idea is like once it's done, it's done. And then it's just like you plug it and play, and then it's good to go. I don't know exactly. The type could be part of the drop-down menu, yes. Just like with that one that we just did, like this one right here, you see Sword and Shield Hollow, Galaxy Hollow, Trainer Gallery, like full art. You have all the different, each different hollow pattern is a different animation. You could have each type. It could be darkness, type, like attack type, darkness, grass, fire, water, lightning, psychic. So then each of those could be a type that you pull in. And then you have another one that's like, all right, what direction do you want the attack to go? Do you want it to go from left to right, or do you want it to go from right to left? And then the final, thing would be how much damage do you want it to do? Do you want the attack to do, 10 damage, 20 damage, 250 damage? So if you really want to go deep down the rabbit hole, you could have, when you select the cards, you could select the card that's attacking and you could select the card that's being attacked. And then, like, the card being attacked could animate as well, like shake or something when it gets attacked. And then, you could have an additional drop down, like, does the card get knocked out? Yes or no. If no, the card stays. If yes, the card like shakes and then like does like a, maybe fades off the screen or like drops down off the screen or something. Right. So it's all possible. I just don't know how to do it. Right. I don't know how to develop this kind of stuff. I don't know how to, but I want it though. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I really want it. Because, God, that would take the tabletop stuff. It would take the tabletop productions to a whole other level, I feel like. But I feel like so long as they're not done, like... So long as the animations aren't super intrusive or over the top, so long as they're kind of like clean and fluid looking, that they won't get in the way of the content, because they only happen during the attack phase, right? And then you go right back to like just very kind of like easy on the eyes, stuff like that. Like I'm using Cosmic Power here, using Darkness Grace here, stuff that's not like informative but not over the top. But then when attacks happen, things get exciting. Yeah, mind blown TCG. I don't know that anybody else would try to do what I'm doing with Tabletop Productions, frankly. I don't know. The thing is that it's hard. It's just so hard. I think that there's a reason why nobody does Tabletop Productions. It's time consuming. It's expensive. It's difficult to do. It takes a lot of. I mean, I'm operating in a studio with like well over $10,000 worth of equipment. So like I've been building that for 5 years. Now, right, you need someone to play with you. There's a lot that goes into it. There are a couple tabletop exclusive channels in Japan. There are. I mean, so like really it's there are less than a handful of Pokemon TCG content creators that are really invested into tabletop. I feel like it's me, and then there's a couple Japanese channels, and then yeah, that's basically it. But I'm looking to really up my game, and I want to be the premier tabletop Pokemon TCG YouTube and streaming experience. That's what I want. Now, I'm really happy with the production that I've been able to, obtain so far, but there's still more that could be done. Like I said, the attack animations. That's something that would it's certainly something that would set my my productions apart, because once I like commission an artist to do those, then they're just done and I just have them. And that's something that other channels would have to commission their own. Yeah, Craig Sauce, the Command Zone. I think I went and checked that out the other day. So anyways, we got that. We got Gym Leader Challenge merch dropping tomorrow on trickygym.com, and we got some Pokemon trading card game online that we're going to play today. I'm thinking type animations. Incomplete Pokedex. Oh, yes! And the webcam stuff. Well, you guys want to see tspin.com? You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby. Yeah, there you go. Just a little taste. There you go. Okay. Yes, last night the Tricky Gym Discord was popping off. There was over 20 players playing webcam games. That was amazing to see. The webcam scene in the Discord is always growing, and it's really awesome to see players embracing that way to play digitally, with the Pokemon trading card game online shutting down. Having an alternative way to play and experience the game online is really great. Let's see, what was it? One of these was our tournament, right? It was done on Limitless. I'm pretty sure. Battle Cave. All right, there we go. Reading. Battle Cave week 1. Webcam Battle Frontier. See? That adds up. All right. So, yeah, we had 22 players in the Discord webcam tournaments last night. If you haven't already, make sure to check out the Tricky Jim Discord, discord.gg/TrickyJim. Huge thank you to everybody who showed up and participated, and thank you to Birdkeeper Matthew for organizing the event. It was a huge success, and it was really awesome to see so many different players participating. Yeah, a couple of psychics there at the top. Colorless, Dragon, Darkness, good stuff. Thank you to everybody for participating. It was a lot of fun. You know, with the Pokemon Trading Card Game Online shutting down, Expanded and Gym Leader Challenge will not be playable on the Pokemon Trading Card Game Live until further notice. So, webcam is a great alternative. And the Tricky Gym Discord is the place to be. We got over 12,000 members and counting, so thank you to everybody who's helped make that Discord the awesome place that it is. Isn't the Nintendo Direct at like 5 p.m. today? Listen, I got a huge video I need to edit, so I'm not going to be streaming until 5 p.m. But yes, there is a Nintendo Direct today. It's in like 6.5 hours. So we got a little while. Indeed. You know, the Magnezone. I love this card, man. Card is so sick. The Wailord deck, I know that, listen, the other day with the Wailord deck, I feel like there's more I could do. Me and the Wailord deck, we're just getting started. Last chance potion. Now we're talking. Last chance potion is sick. See, we got the Vulpix, we got the Basculin. Could do Aqua Patch is fine, and Raihan is fine. Probably want Raihan. Or at least Aqua Patch. There we go. All right, I'm convinced all my losses with this deck the other day were due to misplays only, and that this deck is actually broken, so. Yeah, definitely my losses were only due to misplays. 100%. All right, who's down for a game? The Return of the Whale. Whale Part 2. Stellar Wish, you up? Cool. Well, let's do it. JR's down. Nice. Xena. Trevor? Cool. Well, let's do it. Captain Nightfall? Dope. Let me, TCG Dude 2000? You got it. Are we friends already? Yes, we are. Nice. Let's do it. We're just going to try and keep the whale alive forever. That's the goal. Never let the whale get knocked out. And if the whale does get knocked out, well, that's fine. Then we have to build it back up. Or we could attack with Intellion or something. Healing. What does Healing Scarf do? Want to go first? We'll go second. Could do Pokemon Go Blastoise, true. Whoa, this opening hand is sick. Sheesh. All right. I don't even feel like I need. I've got Remoraid, I've got Sobble. Yeah, I'll Basculin, sure. This is cracked, dude. Playing against grass with my tanky Wailord deck. We've got a really strong opening hand with Irida, Sobble, and Remoraid, with Basculin in the active, ready to gather the crew. So we can search our deck for 2 basic Pokemon, put them straight onto the bench, and then with Sobble and Remoraid in hand already, I'll be able to set up very fast. We can get Drizzile off of Irida and go get whatever trainer card we need out of our deck with Drizzile. Now my opponent's got Zarude in the active and Quick Ball they can use to search out a basic Pokemon and put it onto their bench. Next turn, they'll be able to Pack Call. Good thing I chose to go second, or else they would be able to use Pack Call to get 3 grass Pokemon. The Zarude is definitely one of the best openers in the grass deck. They'll go for Roselia and pass it over to me. Now, they just discarded their Fury Belts, and I've got Field Blower here, so I could probably just get rid of that. I'll bench Sobble, Remoraid, I'll Irida, and let's check the deck real quick. We've got Drizzile, we've got Battle Compressor. What about the Whales? We got Wailmer, but I think Wailord is prized, but that's fine because I can go get Gladian to get the Wailord. So I want to go get Wailmer and Phoebus. So I need an item card to go get Phoebus. We're going to get level balls. Fine. Oh, I guess I could get that with Basculin. That's fine. We'll save the level ball for Drizzile, actually. And then I'm going to go get Phoebus and somebody else with the Basculin. We'll attach the water energy here. And that way I'll be able to retreat. Let's gather the crew. So we're going to get just the Phoebus, actually. I don't need the Vulpix. So we'll do that. And pass it over to my opponent. It's a great start. Then next turn, I can Drizzile. I can Drizzile for Ultra Ball, maybe. And then Ultra Ball for Octillery and draw even more cards. Could do that. I could have Iridied for... I think what I should have done in hindsight, I could have Iridied for Drizzile, and then I could have gathered for both Whalmer and Phoebus. So then I could have used the level ball for Octillery, and then, yeah, we could have done that. That would have been pretty sick, but it's fine. Now my opponent's got Bridget, and they can fill their bench. They got Grookey, Turtwig, and Bulbasaur. That's a strong-looking board. They were able to use Roserade's Le Parfum to go search that out, and then Pack Call can go get a Rillaboom. So that is telling me they've got Rare Candy in the hand. So I think what I want to do is Level Ball for Drizzile and Marnie, actually, because they've got Rare Candy Rillaboom in their hands. So we're going to do that. And then just continue setting up. Yeah, let's definitely do that. We'll do that. We'll Field Blower that. And Marnie. Send that hand to the bottom of their deck. And, well, you know, we got some stuff going on here. That's fine. Let's go Weakness Card Energy onto Drizzile. And I'll tackle for 10. And the hope is just that we've slowed them down a little bit by denying them the Rare Candy Rillaboom. They got double heads on Timer Ball, though, which is very good. We don't have any Ball Search cards or anything to help us draw off that Marnie, so we are hoping that we can get moving with the top deck. I could get Alolan Vulpix into play and then Beacon to go search out Inteleon, but it's a little bit slower than I'm hoping for right now. I think I need something a little bit more high velocity than that, because this grass deck is going to be set up and cooking shortly. And with both Venusaur and Rillaboom in play, it is definitely possible for the grass deck to do enough damage to one-hit KO my Wailord. So I need to be a little bit careful of that. However, if I can remove the Venusaur, then maybe I can make it so that they cannot hit those numbers. It looks like it's just going to be another pack call for my opponent. No supporter played. But you can see how strong this grass deck is, just being able to search out the Pokemon. Even if you're not playing draw cards, you can go find exactly what you need. So we know the Basculin's going to take a knockout, but they don't really have anything, so let's just tackle. We got to wait. That's okay. We didn't get anything off our Marnie. They can free up a bench spot for us. I'm really wishing that I had Avery in the deck right now, but that's okay. We got plenty of time. Rillaboom is here and ready to start using Voltage Beat. Venusaur is up, so now this is a Rude. Going to be doing over 200 damage with 4 energy attached to it, since Repeated Whip does 60 damage plus 20 more damage for each grass energy attached to it. And then Venusaur's, oh boy, here we go. Whalmer going down. That's actually fine. The Lysander used. We'll see what I top deck. I've got Rescue Stretcher in hand, so that it doesn't matter too much. Let's put down Vulpix and retreat into Vulpix. Attach Water Energy to Articuno and Beacon. And we're going to go get Intellion and Artillery. That's cool. And then I'll be able to draw some cards. We'll Rescue Stretcher our guy back. Going to be good. Probably should have attached this water to Basculin, since Basculegion can actually hit the 120 to knock out this Darude now. So that would be pretty dope. I really just want to set up a turn where I got to look out for this Torterra too. Torterra is just going to be doing like 300 damage because all these Pokemon in play are evolutions. So Evo Press is looking a little scary right now, not going to lie. But that's okay. I could also just go in with my Intellion and take a knockout on this Rude with Intellion. So I'm thinking that might be the play. We'll send up Articuno. And we find Versus Seeker. Okay. So we've got Octillery. We've got Intellion. I've got Rescue Stretcher. Cool. We've got Floatstone. We'll Rescue Stretcher. I'm going to take the Whalmer. I'll Intellion. And I really want to get Bucket. And I want to get Gladion. I need to get the Wailord out of the prizes, so this is just a good turn to do it. So Gladion. We'll go get you. Oh, I need that Hex Maniac too. Oh, God. All right, Capacious Bucket. It's fine. Do that. And then we'll Abyssal Hand for 1. Retreat into Intellion and Aqua Bullets. And I don't think that this 20 damage is going to matter no matter where we put it, but we'll put it onto the Venusaur, just make it a little bit easier to knock out. And we're hoping for the Hex Maniac here. That would be big. We missed the Hex Maniac, unfortunately. Well, we got Torterra that we're worrying about now. I need to find that Hex. That Avery stings for sure. Get rid of these. It's fine. We know this guy's going down. We know they can easily get another attacker going. I think I decided I wanted to go in with Basculegion this turn, but maybe that was incorrect. Got Guzma now. Okay. Guzma doesn't really matter. Let's Versus Seeker for Irida and play that. And we can go get Rod. And I need a water Pokemon. Basculegion. So we could Rod back in. It's like, I know. All right, so I should have kept the Whalmer. I could have used the Wailord, knocked this thing out. But I think it's too little too late. We'll see if they have a... And they could just retreat and take a knockout. So it doesn't really matter. Abyssal Hand for 1. Yeah, unfortunately, unable to get the Wailord guy. I know. All right, we need to add Avery to the deck. We prized Wailord and Hex Maniac this game. Maybe Yeah, I feel like we definitely need a way to keep your opponent's bench in check. You can't just let them have all these Pokemon, right? Especially against grass, because then Torterra can just do 300. I don't even think that. I think that playing your own Parallel City would also be fine. Frankly. That's what I'm thinking. I think Parallel is just probably even better than Avery. You could play both, but... All right, this is well played, TCG dude. All right, TCG dude, run it back one time. Run it back. I got a quick something I gotta fix up real quick. Yeah, Parallel, dude. GG's, Stellar Wish. Yo, give me a rematch if you don't mind. I think that's a little gimmicky. And then... you could just play Super Potion. You guys hadn't even been thinking about Super Potion. Or you could play Avery. I think Avery's probably fine. Last Chance Potion? Last Chance Potion is pretty spicy. Yeah, man, I'm putting in the Last Chance. I also like Silene, you know? All right, that's cool. All right, I'm ready. All right, this one. Let you guys predict on this. We got it right here. I misplayed that game. Definitely. That was user error. Well, okay. I also think that I also just got smacked. So there's that too. I think the Marnie was greedy and that I shouldn't have done that. And then also I messed up my opening sequence. Yeah, there's like a bunch of things there that I misrouted. So cool. Yo, GG's. Good luck. Stellar Wish. Good luck. We'll take our mulligan. Playing against TCG dude with their grass deck. They've got Zarude in the active, which is a great starter for grass. Not only is it a really solid attacker with repeated whip, also pack call can help set up searching out grass Pokemon. Roselia is the Pokemon of choice for that early search since Roserade can use its Le Parfum ability to go get whatever card they want out of their deck. Now we've got Phoebus, so we're going to take Phoebus, and then I think that we're going to Gladion for Ball Guy. Is the I think that's the vibe here. So we're going to Gladion and get Ball Guy, And then we'll Ball Guy next turn. I'm going to attach this water energy to Vulpix and Beacon. Then with Beacon, we want to get a couple of basics to toss down. We want Sobble and we want Remoraid. They seem like good ones. I'm not going to have to worry about my opponent taking a knockout this next turn. So we're just going to get those guys. Now, my opponent could use Roserade's La Parfum ability to go get a Marnie and disrupt my hand. They might do that. We'll see. Either way, it's fine. Or they might use La Parfum to go get a, Bridget or something like that. Or maybe even they used it to get Hisuian Heavy Ball to fish a important Pokemon out of the prizes, like Grookey, which they're going to need if they want to evolve up into Rillaboom. I think they got the Hisuian Heavy Ball off the La Parfum, and then Cynthia as their draw supporter for turn. Allow them to shuffle draw 6 new cards. Netball, fantastic. Can get them one more grass Pokemon, and then they can pack call again. So they're setting up real nice. I'm thankful I got to keep my hand because I really want to put this Sobble and Remoraid down into play and then use Ball Guy as my supporter for turn and hopefully get this Wailord up and moving by turn 3. That would be ideal. I think the Parallel City is really going to help me in this matchup. Just want to prevent that Torterra from being able to do 300 damage for sure. Limit their bench a little bit. Very important. So let's bench Sobble, bench Remoraid, and Ball Guy. We're going to Ball Guy and get... What are we going to get? Nest Ball for the Wailmer. Dive Ball. And Level Ball seem good. That seems great. Could also use Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball this hand down a little bit. Oh, I also can just Beacon again. So that's fine. I can Beacon for more evolution Pokemon, so we can just get thin the hand down for an eventual Octillery next turn. I think seems good. And then, Dive Ball. Pretty much can't go wrong with that. So we'll grab these. I'll Nest Ball for Wailmer. And we are going to do a little bit of hoping that I do not get Averied this turn. Maybe I do. It's just risky I have to take sometimes. I've got Articuno. They're going to take a knockout this next turn. So I could Icy Snow the Zarude and then take a knockout the following turn. Nah, we're just gonna go in. I think the Pokemon that I want is Hisuian Basculin, so that I can get Hisuian Basculegion going. So we'll do that. I'll attach this Splash Energy to my Wailmer. And we're going to Beacon for Octillery and Drizzile. Octillery and Wailord's fine. And then I can use the Dive Ball for Drizzile. That's okay. So I'm pretty much ready to roll with a Wailord attack next turn, but I do have to worry about the possibility of my opponent knocking my Wailord out in return. We really need that to not happen. So we've got some defense mechanisms to try and help with that. They've got the Rare Candy Rillaboom. That's nice. Parallel City should help. Hex Maniac should help. Make sure the Wailord can survive a turn. Also, I could use Wailord on the offensive if I can like gust and attack with Wailord in the same turn, maybe knock out a Rillaboom. We do see, and thankfully I've got the energy here to help save my Wailord because they do have the Gust. Rare Candy Gust knockout. That's very strong. So I did get the Basculin. I can respond and hit the Zarude for 120 with Basculegion. And then later in the game, I can snipe that Zarude for 20 to finish it off. So I could take a potential 2-prize turn that way. We'll promote Vulpix. And we're going to bench the Whalmer again. We're going to do that. We'll attach to Basculin. Dive Ball, and off the Dive Ball, let's get Drizzile, and I can Drizzile for Irida to just continue setting up, and that way I'm going to be ready for Inteleon to attack next turn. I also am confusing the active, so that's good. We want Irida off of the Shady Dealings. Well, Irida. And we're going to get Basculegion, and we're going to get Basculegion. I've already got the Inteleon in my hand. I probably want a card like to just go get my Melodic set up, so I'll just get that now. We'll Evolution Incense for Melodic. Do that. Do that. And then I can Palpad back in Cook and the Guzma. And Abyssal Hand for 2. Nice. We'll retreat into Basculegion. I've only got 1 water in the discard pile right now, so that's fine. We can Aqua Patch to the Drizzile, and we'll Grudge Dive. And the Zarude is confused, and then next turn we can Gust with the Inteleon and take a knockout, take 2 knockouts at once. And we don't have Venusaur to worry about right now. Venusaur's not set up, so that's fine. We just got to hope my opponent doesn't Gust again. But even if they do, I've still got a pretty good amount of options. And now they're going to start getting that Bulbasaur into play. So I think we want to keep that Bulbasaur out of commission. So this next turn, it's going to be a Gust Aqua Bullet 2-prize turn. And we'll see if they have a switch or anything like that. I mean, the Zarude is confused, so only a 50% chance of being able to attack successfully. They could just retreat, though. And they have Colress for 10. I mean, that's a really, really sick draw. That is incredible. They got Cape of Toughness on their Zarude, so if I want to knock it out, I'll have to use a Gust, or I'll have to use a Field Blower, which is fine. Can definitely Field Blower. Now, I could go for the double knockout with Inteleon, or I could just go for the knockout with Wailord. And I think just going for the knockout here with Wailord is like probably good. Just seems strong. They've got a huge hand. I mean, I definitely want to, like, Marnie that hand. All right, let's see what we can do. Got Capture Energy. Wailord's online. Capture Energy. We'll get Articuno. tag call, fail it, and we could hex and knock out, or we can Marnie knockout. I think hex knockout's like pretty good. We do have Verse Seeker in the deck, so we're gonna fail that. And let's Abyssal Hand first. Okay, so we find Juniper and Intellion. So we've got Intellion. My Ultra Ball's already down. But I think I have a Quick Ball in my deck. I just need to get 3 energy. I can probably Battle Compressor. Let's see. I only need to get 3 energy in the discard pile. So let's Shady Dealings. And we do have the Battle Compressor, but I don't know that I have any waters left in the deck. I don't, so we can just get the Quick Ball. Do it that way. And then I can retreat 1. And then I think our other supporter for turn is going to be Hex. Or it could just be Marnie. And they would need to have... I think it's Marnie, because I'm not really in a situation where I think that they can knock me out. But I am Marnieing the Malolon on the bottom of the deck. But that's okay. Okay. We'll do this. Quick Ball away this. And then we want to Marnie. And then I'll have 3 water in the discard pile. I can accelerate to the Wailord. Ooh, we find the Parallel too. It's really good. Okay. So then I don't need to send any more energies to the discard pile. We can just retreat. And then Energy Grace. And pop those onto my opponent. I should have done that before the Marnie. Yeah, that's silly of me, but it's fine. Because I could have definitely just done that before the Marnie. They took their Revitalizer, which is fine. And then we can Parallel, force them to remove a couple of Pokemon from their board. So that's really strong. They have to. This last choice is going to be tough for them. They have to get rid of the Grovyle, and we can Battle Compressor and thin any other cards that we don't want out of the deck. And really, there's just is pretty much all good stuff at this point. I don't think that I'm gonna use Juniper or Guzma and Hala necessarily. Those, it's like kind of past that point. And the Level Ball we're probably not going to use. So we're going to get rid of all those. And then I'll Special Wave for 220 damage. I mean, this thing hits so hard, it literally, you can actually just use Parallel City in this deck. Even though Parallel City decreases the damage that your water Pokemon do when it's facing this way. Thank you, ZemQ, for that sub in the 5 months. Appreciate it, ZemQ. So we wanted to thin our deck and make sure that when we use Abyssal Hand this next turn that we have a high chance of drawing into some good stuff. They're going to hit my Wailord, which is, you know, it's not great. I do need to start working towards another attacker. If I find... if I do find myself my counter energy, I could potentially like attack with the Articuno, which is not bad. We've got Versus Seeker and Lusamine. That's really good. Still haven't used the Hex yet. We've got Lysander as well. I could just bring out the Rillaboom and knock it out. And they're only doing 90 damage with the Boomer. We find the counter energy. What do I got in the discard pile? We've got Irida, we've got Guzmahala, Marnie. Nothing too great, actually. Guzmahala could get me the Rough Seas. Could. I really want Guzma this turn, though. That would be sick. Huh. Okay. The Ivysaur. If we knock out the Ivysaur, yeah, there's a chance these things could knock me out. So I definitely don't want to allow that. So let's attach this energy to Articuno. And Abyssal Hand. Find Bucket. It's not what we want. Rod is still in the deck. And a lot of good stuff, actually. So what I can do is, I don't think I want a Lysander. I don't think I want a Lusamine. I think I can Verseeker for Guzmahala. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to Versus Seeker for Guzma and Hala. And I'll play Guzma and Hala. And I'm going to discard those. And get rid of these. And we're going to get the Float Stone and the Rough Seas. And then I'm going to put the Rough Seas into play. And Floatstone, and Rough Seas my Wailord, and Retreat into Articuno and Cold Cyclone. And now they can't Gust my Wailord, and we're going to put that energy back onto Inteleon. I like this play. That feels pretty good. Got a water energy off of the prizes. So they pretty much have to swing into the Articuno now, which is great. And then I can Lusamine, and we can get back any supporter cards that we want. So, yeah, that was a pretty cool sequence there. That was a cool turn. I liked that. The counter energy, being able to get passed back from the Articuno's Blizzard Veil ability, making it so that they can't Gust any of my bench water Pokemon is really good. And then I always have the opportunity to come back and Guzma or Hexmaniac or like really kind of shut it down as I try to sweep with this Wailord at the end of the game. The Rough Seas is also just good for kind of chipping away and healing the Wailord turn after turn. I definitely like that. They've got teammates, though, so they can get whatever 2 cards they want out of their deck and put them into their hand. I've got Lusamine, which is great for recovering cards. And Octillery can help me draw into the stuff that I need to finish the game off. We've got 4 prizes to take, and I've got Inteleon and Wailord. I do have an Ordinary Rod in the deck, so I can put back my Basculegion if I need one more attacker, though honestly, if they knock out Inteleon and Wailord, they win the game because they've only got 3 prizes left, and presumably they're knocking out this Articuno this turn. So I shouldn't need any more attackers. Really should just be kind of these 2. They've got Venusaur, so now their energy is doubled up, which is scary. And we'll see what their other card that they grabbed off of the teammates is. Presumably they got the Venusaur for its Jungle Totem ability. Ordinary Rod can put more cards back into the deck. They might be running a little bit low on energy. So some nice energy recovery is good. They had 8 grass in the discard pile. They were definitely running low on grass energy, so they had to put a little bit more back into the deck in order to be able to last the remainder of the game. And that's something that this deck is built to do. We're really trying to outlast. We've still got our field blower in the deck, so I don't mind too much about that. About that Fury Belt, that's okay. And they leave my Rough Seas, which I'm very happy about. I think they got the stadium there. Let's attach... Well, we're going to Rough Seas, definitely. Let's attach this energy to Intellion. And Abyssal Hand for 3. We've got Field Blower and Escape Rope and Rescue Stretcher. Huh. Okay. At most, let's see, we've got Lusamine. We didn't find our Hex. I can save the Lusamine to get the... If they hit into me, I don't think they can knock me out as a Rude. I think at max they can do 180, right? 190 minus 30. So, like, I think they're 10 damage short. Now, if they are 10 damage short, I get the last chance potion, baby. So that's pretty cool. I think I'll use the Rescue Stretcher to put Basculin back onto my bench. Or Articuno could just like be situationally useful. We'll grab Basculin. That's fine. And then we know they're low on energy. Unless they've got like a Raihan in their hand, I don't think that there's anything they can really do about it. I feel fine using this. Well, they're 10 damage short, so if I remove the Fury Belts and they somehow get a 4th energy onto the Zarude, they will just barely hit it. So I don't think it really matters. Lusamine for any of these cards at this point is not... I could Lusamine for the parallel and stick it the other way to decrease the amount of damage that they do, which is like kind of a sick play. So I think I'll do that. And the Lysander. Okay. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to parallel and swap it. Oh, but I know that they've already... I know that they got their stadium in their hand. That's fine. I got the... Yeah, we're chilling. All right, we'll special wave. We'll do that. It's still fine. It's fine. I don't think they can hit the numbers. I know they got a stadium in their hands because they just took it off the prizes. There's Turf Field. I know they've got... If they get 3 energy onto this thing, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, plus 60, 180, 190, 190 minus 30. They should just be just in range for last chance potion. Right? Should be perfect. We're setting it up. Unless... If they get the Raihan, if they have a Raihan in that 2-card hand, I'm so bodied. They've got Versus Seeker. All right. They can Marnie me. That's fine. But they need to find a grass energy, too, off the Marnie. And what I really want this next turn, I really want Hex Maniac. So that I can take this knockout, Hex, and then they can't do anything the following turn. And we still haven't found it. I've got Cook, I've got Goose. Where is my Hex? I desperately need it. The Hex we're at the point in the game. We have to shut it down. 120 damage. They miss the grass. We find Mallow and Lana. I mean, that's good because they still won't be able to knock me out. So I think, yeah, we Mallow and Lana. And at most, yeah, they just can't do the damage they need to do. All right, so we're going to Mallow and Lana to heal the whale. Go into Inteleon. And GG's. That's it. All right. You want to cap it off with the best of 3, Stellar Wish? One more? All right, one more. Thanks, Stellar Wish. I appreciate it. I like getting this. Just feels like a really good match. So I want to just, it feels really close. So this is a good one for sure. And grass definitely, has ways to one-hit KO the whale. But I have ways to combat it, so good stuff. All right. Let's see. You want to go first or second? First or second? I assume they want to go second. Oh, you want to go first? All right. Cool. Yo, this opening hand is bananas. Let's go, dude. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about right here. Playing against TCG, dude. Game 3 of our series. He won game 1, I won game 2. And now he's going first in game 3. Starts Trico. I've got Articuno, Ball Guy, Battle Compressor, and Nest Ball in my opening hand. They don't make opening hands like this anymore, folks. Yeah, it's about as good as it gets. Ball Guy can ensure that even if I've got a important basic Pokemon prized, I can go get it with Hisui and Heavy Ball. Battle Compressor, I can get the water energies that I need into the discard pile. Yeah, it's good stuff. And then with Articuno in the active, I make it so that my opponent cannot use Guzma or Boss's orders to bring up any of my benched water-type Pokemon. And N for the following turn. Boy, I'm blessed. Okay. Let's get into it. Ball Guy. Hisui and Heavy Ball's in the deck. That's great. The Whale's in the deck. Octillery's in the deck. Basculin and Basculegion are there. The Inteleon line is there. It looks like I'm missing Remoraid. I'm missing Remoraid and I'm missing Phoebus. So we are going to want the Hisui and Heavy Ball, definitely. And we've already got Nest Ball in the hand. So I'm thinking like quick. And Level Ball. That all seems good. We'll get these cards, and I'll play Hisui and Heavy Ball. And we're going to choose the Phoebus. And then I do have Float Stone, so I could float the Articuno back and go for a turn 1. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Let's Battle Compressor, and we're going to send 3 water energies to the discard pile so that those are there and ready for Melodic turn 2. Then we've got Level Ball, which we can use to go get maybe Vulpix. We've got Nest Ball, which we can use to go get Whalmer. And we've got Quick Ball. Hate to get rid of the Parallel City, especially in this matchup, but it's just what it is. Go get Sobble, Floatstone, Retreat into Vulpix, and Beacon. We'll get Drizzile, and we'll get Wailord. So this is sauce. I mean, this is it right here. You're looking at a possible turn 2 special wave coming in hot. Timer Ball heads will allow my opponent to go get Roserade. Roserade's La Parfum ability allows them to get whatever card they want out of their deck. Grovyle has Sunshine Grace, which can continue setting the deck up. I mean, the grass deck is just so consistent. It's one of the things that makes it such a powerhouse of a deck. All these different Pokemon that search out other Pokemon. Even the basics like Bulbasaur, they all search out Pokemon. Bulbasaur searches out a Pokemon. Trico searches out a Pokemon. There's so many good basic Pokemon in the grass deck. It's crazy, really. The whole deck searches itself out, which is something that's really cool about grass. I mean, I feel like in Gym Leader Challenge, you really get to see the personality of each type kind of unfold. And one of the neat things about grass, and we're getting Marty. One of the unique things about grass is that it kind of it grows. The board grows. They've got slicing. Excuse me. They've got Slicing Blade for 40, and now it's our turn. Can we get the attack this turn? I'm thinking so. We've got the Pod Helmets, and let's Ultra Ball away Octillery and Basculin, and we'll go get Wailord. And I think what we've got, we probably want to. I could get Drizzile, but then the Drizzile could help me to complete a combo after the Juniper, so I think that I'm just going for Wailord. And then we're looking for, maybe Drizzile to help complete things after this. Right? We're so close, but we're like one card off. So that's okay. We'll just go Evolution Incense for Drizzile, Shady Dealings, and off of that, we'll just get, let's see, I can get 2 Pokemon off of the Beacon, so we'll get Inteleon and the other guy. So the only thing that I really need is, let's get First Seeker. I mean, we're just setting our hand up to be absolutely cracked, right? And then we'll Beacon, and we're going to get these 2. And at this point, it's like I've got absolutely everything that I could possibly want in my hand set up. Next turn, I can Energy Grace, get all my energy onto Wailord, and then Hex Maniac Special Wave for 240 damage. And then the following turn, I can Verse Seeker, Hex Maniac again, and Special Wave again. So that's the dream. If we can actually get this thing going before they get too many energy in play, then we are free to just kind of Hex spam. But they've got the Hex. All right. See, I see that you have the technology. I see what you did there. Okay? I see what you've done. The Hexer has become the Hexy. I see. So now I have to wait a turn. Now what's funny is I could just Hex them back, which I think I'll do. And then we'll pass. Because then there's not really anything that they can do this next turn. So that's fine. Yeah, they're not really doing anything. They can evolve into Venusaur. They can't Sunshine Grace for the Rillaboom. They're kind of just chilling. I don't even think they'll be able to knock out this Articuno. Articuno's Blizzard Veil doesn't work, but it doesn't really matter because even if they Gust, like what are they doing with Gust? I mean, 40 damage with Slicing Blade. It's not really doing a whole lot. So they're going to spread their board out with Bridget this turn, but I've got the Versa Seeker that I got earlier off of Shady Dealings, and we can just Hex again. And then I think what the goal is going to be to go Special Wave Knockout with a Hex this next turn. And then the following turn, we want to Gust and knock out something important, or we want to parallel them and take another knockout. So I think I've got my 3 water in the discard pile. Yes, so let's Energy Grace. And we'll accelerate those onto Wailord. They take a prize. That's fine. Then we go Versus Seeker for Hex. And I actually don't want to play the Intellion yet. We just want to save that. So we'll Hex Maniac. Retreat into Wailord. Save everything else. Special Wave for Knockout. And then we take our prize. So we start now. We've got really just a lot of good stuff going on in our hand. We've got selectivity out of our deck with Intellion. They can't use their abilities, so they have to try and buy more time. They're technically up on prizes, but this deck is about board control and really is about board position. They've got Grottle now, Venusaur. I have to worry a little bit about... I'm getting end. Dang it. I wanted to keep that hand. But I do get 5 cards because I'm technically not winning. So that's pretty good. We can Marnie. They can technically knock me out next turn. So I guess what I need to worry about is the Rillaboom Venusaur combo. If I knock out the Venusaur, then at maximum they can do 5, 10, 15, 20. They can do 200 damage with this guy. So I think our play is to Gust up the Venusaur, counter energy on Articuno. I like the counter energy on Articuno. And then we're going to retreat into Wailord and Special Wave again. The cool thing about counter energy on Articuno is that if the Wailord gets knocked out, I can recover the Wailmer. If they do knock out the Wailord, I can recover the Wailmer, and then I can promote Articuno, and I can use Cold Cyclone to push that counter energy back to my Wailmer. So that's really cool. And the Wailord has got the splash energy on it. So if it gets knocked out, the Wailord comes back to my hand, which is super cool. So they're going to swing into the Wailord now, and I'm going to have an opportunity to try and respond. Let's see what they've got. They don't have their Venusaur because I was able to Gust and knock it out. So Repeated Whip is only doing 120 damage right now. And right now my Wailord is taking minus 60 damage. Minus 30 because of the pod helmet and minus 30 because of its jumbo-sized ability. So this 120 damage attack is only doing 60 damage. which is not a lot. That just barely tickles Wailord. Yeah, he's not terribly concerned about that. So that's pretty good for us. They're going to bench out, which powers up my Colress. I do like that. And Voltage beats 2 more grass energy to the Zarude. Maybe they'll keep 1 for their, Shining Genesect with energy reload. And Repeated Whip's going to do 80 damage. So that's a respectable amount of damage. They know that they just need to get through the Wailord and then they're home free. But getting through the Wailord, it's not very easy. They are still limited to having 4 grass Pokemon in play. So I thankfully found Dive Ball, which is going to allow me to heal this turn. So we're going to get Inteleon. And we'll Shady Dealings for the Mallow and Lana. And Scoop Up Nets, which, boy, that feels good. So we're going to Mallow and Lana and heal 120 damage. Get rid of Marnie and get rid of Colress and that's fine. So we heal that, go back to the Articuno. We'll Scoop Up Net the Inteleon so that I can continue finding the exact cards that I want. Retreat into Wailord, and that's a wrap. GG's. The Wailord never dies. The Wailord never dies! Yo, GG's, Stellar Wish. GG's. All right, Zeno. You're up next. Yo, thanks for the best of 3. Stellar Wish, I appreciate that. I really wanted to see how that matchup went, actually. So, that was very useful. See, right now I've got 4 people on the list. I've got Zeno, I've got JR, I've got Trevor, I've got Captain Nightfall. Okay, that's fine. My brave little Phoebus. Just 30 hit points. Playing against Zeno with his Psychic deck. I've got my gigantic Invincible Wailord deck with my brave little Phoebus in the active. The little Phoebus who could. Who knew that such a little fish could evolve into such a menace, melodic, enabling some very powerful attackers like Wailord. And we've got Gladion and N. I feel like I got to go with the N. We can retreat the Phoebus, don't want to waste the float stone on it, and let's N. Now all I need is a way to search out a basic Pokemon. Well, Splash. Hopefully, we get to live through the turn. That'd be great. I don't think they got a way to do 30. All right, all they need to do is retreat into Mew from Unbroken Bonds, and Mew can do 30 damage. So, that would be bad. Yes. Yes, that would be bad. Here's a Mysterious Treasure. If they've got Mew in the deck, all I need to do is put it down and retreat into it, and that's a wrap. Hopefully Mew from Unbroken Bonds not around. I've got Irida. I can live through the turn. There's Curlia. Okay. Curlia can slap for 30. So if they find a Dimension Valley with a Psychic Energy, they can do that. If they get a Psychic Energy into the discard pile and Psychic Recharge, they can do that. They got a lot of different ways to win. Starting to make me feel a little uncomfortable. Yeah, turns out Phoebus doesn't have a lot of HP, you know. All right, there's one. So if they evolve into Malamar, Malamar's got free retreat because the Mystery Energy, they could Psychic Recharge to Kirlia and slap for the knockouts. Do they have it? I'm guessing that they do. Here's Malamar. And then Psychic Recharge. All right, Zeno, run it back, bro. That one doesn't count. All right, did count. Uno mas, bro. Uno mas. Poor variance, bro. Poor variance. That never happens. Gotta go. We'll go second. Thank you, Yoshi, for that gifted sub. Appreciate you, Yoshi. Why can't all my opening hands look like that? No basic Pokemon. That's fine. I think I do technically have the Rapid Strike Remoraid in here. So, thank you, Yoshi, for that gifted sub to Zeno. 110 total gifts so far to the channel. Appreciate you, Yoshi. Thank you. Playing against Zeno's Psychic deck with my Wailord deck. We've got Sobble and Phoebus in the opening hands. They've got a Mysterious Treasure, so they could go for the turn 1 Let Loose. But there's no way. The turn 1 Let Loose going first is so irresponsible. You haven't even played a supporter yet. And odds are you have a supporter in your hand. And then if you let loose, you might not get that supporter back. So I'm not a big fan of the very early let loose, unless your hand is actually dead, in which case, might as well. Thank you, Stevie, for the sub and the 13 months. Psychic Energy onto Cresselia. Ralts on the bench. And my turn. We got Basculin. That's pretty good. Definitely like that. Let's Battle Compressor so I can see what we got. Remoraid is there. And Octillery's there. Articuno's there. Melodic's there. Phoebus is in my hand. We got the Wailord there. Inteleon Drizzle's in my hand. Drizzile. Okay, we're going to get those water energies down. And then we'll do that. We'll do that. I could Mallow and Lana for the switch. It's kind of, you know, just saying. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's Mallow and Lana just for the switch. And then I can gather the crew. Yeah. And we're going to get Wailmer, and we're going to get Remoraid. Okay. And then next turn, we can Shady Dealings for research, counter energy onto Wailmer, and then rock and roll, you know? Get in there. That's a really strong turn 1. With the Basculin, gathering the crew, just getting everybody on board, you feel me? Apparently Zeno disconnected real quick, so he'll be back on in a second. Now, Psychic matchup, it could be sketchy. Definitely could. Psychic is a scary type to play against. definitely gnarly. But I trust. We're going to be just fine. Stevie's wondering, well, GLC won't be playable in its purest form on live, for the foreseeable future until they code all those old cards. All right, Simba's back. Xeno's got the new Mewtwo from Crown Zenith and Kirlia now. Kirlia can use refinements to draw more cards. That's really good. Evolution Incense can maybe get Gallade. And Gallade can use its Buddy Catch ability. Might be Gallade, could be Gardevoir. And it looks like Evolution Incense actually just going to fail. Both Gallade and Gardevoir are really good. And it makes sense to fail the Evolution Incense because they were getting ready for a Professor Sycamore to discard their hand, draw 7 cards. So they don't want to actually get that Evolution card out of the deck. But sometimes nice to just take a little peek with a card like Evolution Incense, even if you're not searching anything else. Nest Ball can get another basic, and then they will be able to accelerate an extra energy into play with Cresselia using its Crescent Glow attack, which is super good. And then once they have 5 energy in play, Photon Laser does 120 damage. So this is definitely a nice way to kick off the game, get extra energy into play. And then once you see those basic psychic energy and get them into play, you can recharge them from the discard pile with Malamar's Psychic Recharge ability. There's Blacephalon, which is getting the Mystery Energy, and Crescent Glow. Cool. Well, now it's my turn. And it's time to cook, chat. We've got everything that we could possibly want. Kind of. All right, Counter Energy, Shady Dealer. And we're going to go get... Could get Colress. Yeah, honestly, Colress for 9. I mean, that's just pretty good, right? So it's feeling like, my opponent really benched out there. So Colress for 9 is feeling real nice. We've got, what do we got? We got some stuff. I feel like we got some things. We got some things thanging. We got Level Ball for Octillery. Nest Ball, yeah, I didn't get everything here. You never do. That's okay, though. I could gather for one more Pokemon. I can't retreat. Well, Level Ball for the Octillery. And Nest Ball, there's not really anybody else that I want. So I think I'm okay to just pass. And then next turn we're popping off, okay? Next turn. Yeah, that was just a big shuffle draw turn. Now we've got a large hand. This is going to be a turn 3 Wailord. So long as they don't knock out my Phoebus. Frankly, if they knock out the Phoebus, I'm going to be a little upset. But even if they do that, I can go Aqua Patch, attach, and then with the counter energy, I'm still swinging. So that's fine. We can still do that. Because there are definitely ways that they can knock out the Phoebus. They just go Blacephalon, 4 damage counters. That's probably why they're getting the Blacephalon out. Because they want to try and take out my Phoebus. But that's okay. We gotta work around for that. They're playing Gardevoir, not Gallade. So this Gardevoir is also very good. Can accelerate energy into play with Shining Arcana. Also draws cards. And then Brainwave has a near infinite damage cap, doing 60 plus 30 more for each psychic energy attached to the Gardevoir. So that's very good. Mewtwo once I've taken 3 prizes, can do 180 damage. Another pretty big attacking option. They got a Psychic Energy off of Brainwave, and they're going to attach that to the Cresselia. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4 energy in play now. So 1 more energy, and they will be doing 120 damage with Photon Laser. They've got the Versus Seeker, Avery. Dang it. It's fine. It's got to be Octillery. You don't love to do that, but you can. It's okay. I'm going to be real upset if they knock out my Phoebus this turn. And then I picked the Octillery. That would be incredibly upsetting. It was a risk. We took it. Yes, and we are going to get punished for it. Which is fine. That's fine. We can do this. Should have kept the Octillery. Should have bumped the Phoebus. Dang it. All right, that's fine. We got this. We just need to... Let's see. Grudge Dive can just knock out the Blacephalon. So we're probably just going to do that. It's only if they were knocked out by damage from an attack? Never mind. That is incredibly cringe, actually. So now we got a Shady Dealings. And we're going to Shady Dealings for... We could go... I mean, I could go just like Escape Rope, Aqua Patch. If we get Aqua Patch... Is Aqua Patch prized? Yeah, so I need to get Gladian to play as my supportive return since Aqua Patch is prized. So we can get that. That's fine. I've got Tag Call for Mallow and Lana in my hand. So we're going to get Gladian for Aqua Patch. And then I've got Escape Rope in my hand. Tag Call for Mallow and Lana. I could go Parallel too. Yeah, that seems sick actually. Oh, I need to get Wailord. Yeah, I do not have that dude yet, so... Yeah. All right, yeah, we're going to want the Wailord. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're going to do that. That's fine. So let's Gladian. Give me that. Give me that. Okay, here we are. Okay, now we got enough energy. Do I not have Escape? I thought I could have sworn I had Escape Rope in this hand. Well, I guess we're beaching. All right, that's fine. You know, why do something this turn when we could just do it next turn? We'll get there. That's fine. Then I'm really wishing that I had... Yeah, it's like... I love that in Gym Leader Challenge you can usually point to a spot where you messed up. And you'd be like, yeah, if I lost this game, it probably had a lot to do with that particular decision. I think that the decision to bump the Octillery instead of the Phoebus, that was just like a potentially game-losing decision there. Which, just honestly, just spaced. Shouldn't have done it. But that's okay. Now we're just like in a situation where we're trying to fight back from that, which we can possibly do. The Blacephalon's got mystery energy, so it might just retreat to the bench and allow Cresselia to come up and just do what it needs to do. 120 damage. It's a pretty cool combo, Mallow with the Gardevoir Shining Arcana. I do like that. That is a neat combo. Yeah, because it also just allows you to stack non-energy cards if you just want to draw in the good stuff. You can do that too. We need to start cooking. We can get the Wailord out. I'd like to find a pot helmet for it. Would like to find a parallel city. Yeah, I'm not terribly concerned about this. We're in a good spot. It's Wailord time, baby. Let's go. We got the Guzma? I could just blast something? I feel like it's not Guzma time. I feel like it's... Well, it could be Guzma time. I mean... I could just Guzma up. And is just pretty good also. I've got the tag call in my hand. So it's tough. Tough call to make. They did stack the deck, and they didn't draw into it with the Gardevoir, so that's fine. We're definitely just probably going to end. We'll attach here. And let's just end. Oh, with the parallel? That's huge. Love that. So now they have to remove 2 Pokemon. It's really good. And they don't want to remove any of these other guys. So that's great for us. I am going to have to find one more water energy. Get rid of the Mewtwo. Cool. Special Wave. But I got a couple of turns. Because I'm still behind on prizes. So the counter energy is still activated, providing 2 rainbow energies. We've got 5 water energies in the deck. And I've got 2 in the discard pile and 3 in play. So that's actually all of the waters. So I'm going to need to find my rod. That would be good. I could potentially Irida for the ordinary rod and then use the Capacious Bucket to go get the waters that I put back into the deck. So that's a nice little combo that I can do, which is fine. I'm not going to lie. It feels so powerful playing Parallel City in a water deck. I'm not going to lie. That's not something that I've ever done before because it decreases your damage, but Wailord does so much damage that he doesn't care. It's like, whatever, bro. It's cool. I just out here swinging. 220. The difference between 220 and 240 is like pretty negligible. Now, we'll see if Xeno is able to find the Dragapult. Dragapult could be tough. I'd have to find my Hexmaniac to deal with it. Right? So I don't love that. Mewtwo's back. All right. And there's the Dragapult. Now, I probably just go for the flip. You hate to go for the flip, but I'm probably just going for the flip. Because we want a Mallow and Lana this turn. That would be nice. Phantom Force, I mean, it only does 90 damage. Could also be good to just go get Rough Seas. Yeah, I think we just go for it. And they split their damage up. Doesn't matter. Got Lusamine. Lusamine can get back Mallow and Lana. Oh, the Mallow and Lana's in my discard pile. That's right, because I used it turn 1. That's right. That's right. That's right. Okay. So, what do we do? He's damaged. Needs to be healed. Don't want to retreat. I don't think this tag call actually gets me anything out of the deck now. Got Gladi and Guzma floatstones in the prizes too, which is terrible because I want to switch this thing to the bench. So I think my best bet is to Juniper and hope to find the Rough Seas and my Pot Helmet. I frankly think that that's just my best play. Irida doesn't really do anything for me. Yeah, I think we're just hoping for the best. We find Pot Helmet, no Rough Seas. I do find Escape Rope, which is cool. So let's Escape Rope. Gets me around Dragapults, which I like. I'm going to send up Mewtwo. Mewtwo has 130 hit points. Huh. Do I have Verse Seeker left in my deck? I do have Rod, so I can put the energies back in, which is quite good. So we're going to want to do that. I can also just put the Pod Helmet somewhere. I think I put the Pod Helmet onto the Wailord. That's fine. We'll scoop up Net the Intellion. Pod Helmet onto the Wailord. Sobble down. Capture energy onto Sobble. No need to actually get anybody. Okay. And that's fine. Let's do Special Wave. Thank you, Kuzarino, for that Prime sub. I think the whale is safe. Yeah, the Blacephalon's not for another turn, so I'm okay. I think with the Pot Helmet, the whale is safe. Really hoping that the Last Chance Potion comes in clutch. That'd be sick. But let's see. So right now it's taking minus 60. So even if they get 3 energy on Gardevoir, it's doing 150. Minus 60 would be 10 short, and then we Last Chance Potion. So with Sobble on the bench, we can get Drizzile and get whatever Pokemon we want. We are tied, or get whatever trainer we want. We're tied on prizes, so it is time that I need another water energy on the Wailord. That's just something that we need in order to keep attacking. I was considering attacking with Intellion last turn and keeping that Mewtwo up, but yeah, that's pretty sick, Icky. Last Chance Potion with Incineroar. Yo, all right. I see what you're cooking. They got Let Loose. See if they can deny me. Can't be denied, brother. No way. We're chilling. And they go in with Dragapults. 60 damage. And they can spread 3. So I'm going to put 3 onto the Sobble. Now we go. Dang, this is just short of Last Chance Potion territory, but that's okay. I've got the Mallow and Lana already. Okay. Can I afford to do it? Kind of. Well, that's shady dealings. I do need an energy. It's true. Okay, we need an energy. That is very true. But I don't think I have a way to get the energy. I could cook. No. I can't rod and then draw into the energy in the same turn. I need the energy. So I'd have to draw. Or I just... That's fine. We're going to get Ordinary Rod. And we're going to... This is sketchy. I shouldn't have gotten an Ordinary Rod there. But now I'm deep in the hole. Because I have to like Versus Seeker for Mallow and Lana and just play it. And then I have to top deck something good. So we're going to Pal Pad. I'm going to put back in Mallow and Lana and Lucamine. And then Ordinary Rod. Yeah, thank you for that raid. Appreciate it. And we'll put the 2 energy back in. Okay. So now I got a 0 card hand. That's cool, though. We're chilling. I couldn't, because counter energy's not activated, so I don't actually have enough energy to special wave right now. So I have to wait for them to take a knockout. Then I can special wave again. But once they take a knockout, then I'm cool to special wave again. It's cool. We top deck a supporter card here every time. Easy money. I got Colress. If only I had an Octillery in play right now. That'd be pretty sick, huh? Like I said, you can usually point to one thing that you did. Make the whole game unwind. And they're going for my Drizzile. Which is fine. We have to worry about Mimikyu. That's like the... Ultra Ball ain't gonna do it. We had to keep that... Absolutely had to keep that... that Octillery. They can Fireworks Bomb my Drizzile, obviously, which is not great. And then put 60 onto the Whale, put it to 100, and then the Gardevoir is close to being able to knock it out, but I'm not sure that there's a card that I can top deck and get me out of that. Things are getting a little bit sussy. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I got the Whale! We got the Whale! I'm telling you, we're fine. I needed to keep the artillery. Gosh. Yeah, Gym Leader Challenge is tough. So many little decisions to make every turn. It's part of what makes it so fun. The Gardevoir with 3 energy on it's definitely scary. But if I hit like Guzma or Boss this turn, then... Oh, yep, the Mimikyu. That is also my worst enemy. The Mimikyu, if it gets a special energy attached to it, can just knock out my Wailord with copycats. That's not good. They've only got 5 cards left in deck. Yeah, don't love that. Mystery energy. If they can find Horror Psychic energy, that'll go on to the Mimikyu. Oh, I'm feeling like I'm in trouble. I'll lose. Yeah, GG's. Got me, Zeno. Sad. All right, fine. We didn't get there that game. That's okay. GG's, Zeno. GG's. All right, JR is up next. Yeah, that's what I said. A lot of times you can point to one mistake that you make. You can point to one mistake that you made that upends the your entire game. And there it was like the decision to discard the Octillery definitely was not correct. All right, we're cooking. Okay, going second. We got the turn 1 crew gathering. Playing against JR with his Darkness deck. We've got our brave little Basculin in the active, ready to gather the crew and get moving. Phoebus in hands and Cook. Nothing else, but we can gather the crew and get Alolan Vulpix, and then Alolan Vulpix can go get us Drizzile or something like that and help us to get into our deck. Unless, of course, JR gets a Galarian Weezing into the active spot, in which case that ain't happening. Hypnotoxic Laser poisons the Basculin. So that Basculin's on a clock now. And we got Dive Ball. That's quite good. So bench the Phoebus, and I'll gather the crew. That's fine. To just go get Wailmer and Sobble. We got Wailord, Drizzile in the deck. And Phoebus already down. Do we got Melodic in the deck? Yes. Okay, cool. We'll do that. And then the Basculin takes 10 more damage. Next turn. I want to save the counter energy for Wailord or Inteleon, because I have a feeling I'm going to go behind on prizes early in this game. And they've got Counter Energy and Juniper. That's pretty cool. Counter Energy, Crushing Hammer, Counter Catcher. Wow, there's some pretty cool cards in this deck for sure. Parallel. But JR's not behind on prizes, so has to just pass. Can't attack with the Moltres. Thankfully, I've got Field Blower, so I can get rid of that. Allow me to have my bench spots back, which I definitely want. Remoraid down. Counter Energy onto Whalmer. Dive Ball. And we'll go get Drizzile, Shady Dealings. And we can Shady Dealings for, I think, Irida. It's just fine because we just want to blow up the... Irida's not in there, dang it. I was going to say, we just want to blow up the Phoebus now if possible, but it's not really happening. Could Colress, could Hex. No, not Hex. Could Colress, could N, could Barney. I like Juniper. Let's just draw a lot of cards, huh? I'll evolve this guy. Juniper. And then we got Battle Compressor. That's really good. We can send the water energies to the discard pile. And then I've got Aqua Patch as well. Okay, so we'll do that. And sure, we'll Aqua Patch. Level Ball. Fail it. And pass. And next turn, we got a pretty strong looking hand. We can Marnie and Octillery. Rough Seas. And heal up a little bit. I got Skull Grunts. Yo, what the heck? My weakness guard energy. Bro, not cool. JR's going to retreat into Coughing and probably Ascension. Yep. Wanting to get that lock going with the neutralizing gas. That's okay. We prized a couple of energy, and there's the Irida that I was looking for earlier. Go Rough Seas Marnie. Marnie. And there's our dudes. But I cannot accelerates the energy into play with Melodic's Energy Grace because of Weezing's neutralizing gas. So we're just kind of chilling here, waiting. I do have Gladian. I know there's water energy in my prizes, so I can at least do that. Yo, what the heck, bro? Yeah, really going ham on my resources. Okay. It's a disruptive deck. We'll do that. I'll Gladian. I'll get a water energy to attach to Wailord and pass. And then now if they take a knockout on Basculegion, Wailord's pretty much good to go. Ball guy isn't worth it. Rough Seas will put me just out of range so that I last 2 more turns, which is what I want. I'll ball guy just to play it. It's fine. And then pass. And then Wailord gets knocked out, or Basculegion gets knocked out going back into their turn. And then I can bring up the Wailord and knock out the Weezing. So that's what we're trying to do. Counter Energy is activated now. And Floatstone's good too. Great. So we'll just hang here and Special Wave for the KO. Do our 240 damage. I do need to find a water energy because we're tied on prizes now. I could just energy grace for it, which is fine. But at this point, feels a little silly considering that I don't necessarily need to energy grace. Yo, with the confusion. I see. JR's got quick ball. Sableye Junk Hunt. This is a very fun deck. Darkness, Disruption. I love it. Guzzlord and Moltres. Oh, you already know. Oh, but I don't have... Well, I can Energy Grace. So let's Energy Grace onto the Wailord. I got to bring up the Sableye. And keep swinging. I will eventually have to deal with that Pokédoll, I'm sure. I could have blown up the Melodic and attached to the Drizzile, and it still would have activated this, but it kind of doesn't solve the issue of me needing to eventually... Let's get... Okay, these guys. Parallel. Splash Energy. Pod Helmet. Abyssal Hand. And Special Wave. Get the doll out of there. I think, unfortunately, JR might be running out of steam. When you get so many disruption cards in your deck, okay, here's Golbats. Draw 2. The space got to come from somewhere. All right, there's Purloin, but they can't bench it because of the parallel. And it's back in our court. Cool. Save our Gust. Not really anything that I need right now. We can just kind of wait and see what JR does. We are on 3 prizes, so if JR were to find, Beast Ring, could do that. Delinquent, but that's fine. There's nothing really that I super need. So we can get rid of those cards. Probably should have gotten rid of the... Well, I guess, if I'm worried about Mill, that's a good card to have. Absol, what do you do? Oh, that's crazy. This is a disruption deck. And now JR played down to a 0-card hand. Unfortunately, I think his deck's just running out of steam, but it was very cool to see. The ideas are there. All right, GG's. All right, hang tight. I'm going to be right back after this quick break. Play a couple more games with the whale deck. We'll be right back. thanks for the patience. Yeah, I saw a question. How does Mew beat Lost Box? You judge them in Psychic Leap a lot, and then you Roxanne them. That's usually the strategy. However, if they are playing Sky Seal Stone and Drapionic, it's a lot harder. But yes, usually... All right, Trevor, you're up. Usually just the inconsistency of Lost Box will just kind of can lose itself. But if they pop off, then... Yeah, you want to judge like every single turn. Yeah, pleasure to meet you too, Tim. Okay, playing against Trevor. We're going first. I think Trevor's playing his water deck. Cool, we got a battle of the whales. A whale battle. Love it. Yes. Love this. We've got a strong opening hand, too. This is great. Good stuff. Good stuff. Playing against Trevor with his water deck. We've got Alolan Vulpix going first, Capture Energy and Level Ball. A strong opening hand for us. We'll love to see it. We'll check the deck. We've got Inteleon, Drizzile, Sobble, Whalmer, Wailord, Phoebus, and no... Well, there's Melodic. Okay, cool. So I think all the major players are here, which is great to see. We can get Sobble. And then we'll capture energy the Sobble. And we want to go get Remoraid. And we're chilling. Then next turn we can Irida and Beacon, which will allow us to pretty much set up the entire deck and be ready to go on turn 3, which is good going first because, you know, going first in Gym Leader Challenge isn't nearly as powerful as going second, which is crazy because standard format is just not that way. But in Gym Leader Challenge, going second is usually ideal because you can play your powerful turn 1 cards like Bridget. I would have been able to play Irida. I would have been able to use Beacon and Irida turn 1, right? So you can see kind of how going second is so good in Gym Leader Challenge with all these different turn 1 attacks. Like Trevor's got the turn 1 wave summoning, which is allowing him to put some pressure on with this new Kyogre from Crown Zenith. It's got the dynamic wave attack, which does 180 damage to one of my bench Pokemon. So I need to make sure that hopefully it doesn't get that turn 2, because that would be crazy. Turn 2 dynamic wave. It's a lot of pressure. We'll Irida, and off of the Irida we want Phoebus, and then we want a card that's going to allow us to go get Whalmer. So we're going to get Phoebus and Nestball. We'll put those two guys down. And then Nestball will get the Whalmer. And we're pretty much chilling at this point. We've already got Melodic. We can attach this water energy to Vulpix and Beacon, and we can get Wailord and Drizzile. With Wailord and Drizzile, I can use Drizzile to go search out Battle Compressor, get some water energies into the discard pile, Energy Grace those, get him going, and attack with a Wailord. That's the goal. But we do have to find ourselves a special energy in order to hit for the full 240 damage with Wailord. Trevor's got Frostmoth online, but Frostmoth can only accelerate energy to the bench, so I don't necessarily have to worry about that moth getting energy up to Kyogre yet. Blastoise is the scary one. It can deluge energy anywhere on the board. Timer Ball, Double Tails. Timer Ball haters will tell you that's exactly how that card works every time you play it. I know there's a lot of Timer Ball lovers and there's a lot of Timer Ball haters. As lists have begun getting tighter and tighter, I will admit that Timer Ball has been starting to not appear in some of my lists. I'll admit it. Listen, there's only 60 cards that you got to work with, and there's a lot of good ones. So, it's been starting to... I feel more comfortable cutting Timer Ball in decks like Water, which has Dive Ball, and decks like Psychic, which has Mysterious Treasure. But in decks that don't have a type-specific ball, I don't like cutting it. So... I do like Timer Ball in some decks. I don't like it in others, is where I'm at with it right now. I can convince myself that it's okay to cut it from a deck like Water because Ball Guy has Dive Ball it can go get, so that's okay. You know, Grass has like a million different ways to go get your Grass Pokemon, so you don't necessarily need it. Looks like the Whalmer's going to get some energy accelerated to it with Frostmoth, and then we might see another wave summoning from Trevor, getting another water energy onto the Kyogre. Next turn, Dynamic Wave will surely come down. We've got Melodic. We've got Drizzile. So I guess, yeah, Drizzile probably just for Battle Compressor and N is what we're looking at. Seems good. Battle Compressor 2 waters away because I've got 1 on the active, and then we want to draw into an energy. So we'll do that. I'm going to get rid of 2 waters and a card that I don't want to see anymore, like Ball Guy. Probably don't need that. Get rid of those. Then we want to actually, well, see, this is a little bit of an all-in play, but we definitely have to do it. So let's retreat into the Wailord and Energy Grace. Yeah, it's more all-in than I want to be, but we definitely don't want to end them to 6 and then give them another card. So we want to end them now with, you know, to less cards. And then I don't want to waste the Pal Pad yet, so let's just end. And we whiff everything. Okay. All right. That's fine. That's okay. That's all right. It's fine, man. It's fine. I'm not even upset about it, man. All right. Let's escape rope. It's fine. Just a little whiff. Just a little... Just a little whiff there. Bench the Articuno. And we'll beacon. Okay. We'll get those guys. So that stinks. Because Kyogre is like coming out. We don't love to see that. The Kyogre can just take a pointed knockout on whatever. They can swing into the Wailord, or they can knock out my Drizzile, or, you know, they got a bunch of different things they can do. And we got the tag call, so we can get Guzma and Hala next turn in order to guarantee ourselves a special energy. We have a pretty good hand, but we got to see what Trevor's going to do. That whiff definitely put us in a compromising position, and with Dive Ball, he can go get Inteleon and kind of have access to his whole deck with Shady Dealings. he's definitely got the power board set up. I mean, with Octillery, Intellion, Frostmoth, and Blastoise, Kyogre, and Whaler. Yeah, he's got it going on. He's going to have his choice of what he wants to do, basically. Evolution, Incense, and Letter. I mean, he could get his own Wailord going. And then he might have Gust on my Wailord, which would be tragic. It would be very bad. But we'll see. There's no way. I mean, he could. But I think he plays the old Wailord. So he's got the 50 Voltage Wailord. I've got the Crown Zenith one. So I don't think that he can actually hit that 230 number that he needs. I think he's just taking this turn to Hydro Pump a bunch of energy into play. Or to Deluge a bunch of energy into play. He'll probably come up with the Kyogre. And Lost Zone something. Why would you do that? That's so sick, honestly. I do love that. Being able to Lost Zone things. So yeah, either Lost Zoning my Remoraid or my Drizzile. Probably my Drizzile. That's like the... And a Colress. Woof, dude. Alright, and there's the Wailord. Now, Wailord's doing 160. Gonna knock out my Drizzile. Send it back into the Lost Zone. Okay. Sure. What can we do in response? Not a lot. Well, that's pretty good. Start off with that. And that's certainly strong. And then we could Guzma and Hala for the Float Stone and the special energy and the... Yeah, that's good. It's about as good as it gets for us. Don't need the Aqua Patch right now. I'm gonna get rid of the Frostmoth and probably the Octillery. Yeah. Not a great choice though. Nobody likes to make that choice. Then we go here and Tag Call for the Guzma and Hala. It's the Float Stone in the deck. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, that's fine. So we get the Guzma and Hala. Yeah. Cool. What if they do 200? You know? I could Guzma and Hala. That's fine. Yeah, I kind of have to go for the Float Stone. I wish I had the pod helmet. Okay, so we're just going to get these. Go there, and Abyssal Hand. And it's very possible that he is able to just dump infinite energy onto that Wailord and take the KO. So what if I just... Huh. Because he'll just go Kyogre again, right? Which I don't want to see. So it's like I kind of have to just eat it. Just eat it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. That's fine, though. Because he... Well... Yeah, I have to, right? I don't have to. I could just chill. Yeah, I kind of have to. Alright, we have to go in. It's fine. We'll Special Wave. But then I know that this Wailord is like just got the knockout guaranteed. Has to do 230, so I think it needs like what, 7 or something. It's doing 170 right now. It only needs 6 actually, so only 2 more energy will do it. 6 times 4 is 24, 25. Yeah, that'll do it. So 6 energy. Yeah, that's not good. That is bad. That's real bad. I'm having a bad time. So I guess I have to just get this Wailord up and going. I think I've already used my Aqua Patch. I can potentially counter energy to Wailord again. I certainly have to find a... Yeah, this Wailord's sick. Honestly, I like this Wailord better in typical, Deluge water decks. I do. Silent Lab, huh? Okay. Now, Trevor plays Superior Energy Retrieval instead of Starmie. So it's definitely possible for him to run out of energy. We played 3 games the other day, and I think I did beat him in 2 of them. Because he ran out of resources. All right, there he goes. He's got the Kyogre and Snom, and he's coming up with a Wailord. Yeah. He's got energy. He's doing it. That's crazy. Definitely kind of need to find an N or something. But even if not, it's okay. I guess I could just put out the beach, go into Articuno, beach. I am getting the Wailord back, so I'll get to attach an energy to it at least. That hurts. Ow. Ow. Not my whale, man. Nah. Come on now. Okay. Special energy there. Basculin down. Bucket. Don't need that. Counter energies in the deck. Beach. I field blower down. No. I don't necessarily want a Lysander. Because it could actually make it easier for him to attack with Kyogre, which I don't want. So I think we just do that. And then we say, okay, need another turn. 10 cards left in his deck. Can we keep him from attacking with the Kyogre? It's going to be a full retreat into Kyogre, and Kyogre is going to go for the knockout on the Wailmer. Okay. So I don't think we're necessarily out of it yet, but we are approaching the out of it territory. Yeah, we're encroaching on out of it, but I don't think we're there yet. There's still technically routes. Okay. We got Rod. We got Rescue Stretcher. Okay. Oh yeah, he'll just dump the energy back and knock out my Wailord again. All right, yeah. Well played, Trevor. You got it. Yeah, it was GG's. GG's. All right. And Captain Nightfall is last on my list. You still around, Captain Nightfall? Can't play anymore? Yo, you got it. All right, was there somebody else? Yeah, Justice. Justice asked a while ago, for sure. Lambats versus Toadpuff. Man. All right, Justice, what's your screen name again? There you go, Zeno. You do have a golden crown. Are we screen names? Are we screen names? Are we friends online? Can you request me? There you are. Good. I was gonna say I don't know if those are those both L's. I can't tell. All right. Good luck, Justice. Oh, yeah, Dark can beat Grass. Yeah, Galarian Wheezing. You got Weavile, you got Galarian Wheezing. Oh yeah. You got a lot of good stuff going on there. Playing against Justice with their Dark deck, we've got Alolan Vulpix and Sobble going first. Bench Sobble, Level Ball. See what else we got going on. Drizzile's in the deck. That is cool. I've got Gladian in my hand and Marnie. So next turn, we're probably going to Marnie. I can go get Remoraid. We've got the Wailord. We've got Inteleon, Drizzile. All right, everything seems cool. So let's go put Remoraid down and pass. And we're going to hope that my opponent doesn't turn one Assault Gate me. They do have to switch to the bench and back to the active in order to do that. They have Town Map. Let's see. What do you got priced? Coughing. Love to see that. And they do have a turn 1 Bridget. So they can go get 3 basic Pokemon, put them straight onto the bench. So many great consistency cards for Gym Leader Challenge. I love, it's like these cards were designed for the Pokemon trading card game to like be played. And throughout the history of the Pokemon trading card game, these kinds of supporters have seen play until they didn't. And that's one of the things that I love about Gym Leader Challenge is that the format, the pace of Gym Leader Challenge feels like classic Pokemon TCG, in which case setting up your board and deciding when to attack is like a crucial part of the Pokemon TCG experience. In standard format, there's almost there's none of that. There's no like setting up your board and deciding, is this the turn to attack or do I wait one more turn? There's none of that. Classic Pokemon trading card game had a lot of that. But in standard, it's mostly just like, you know, get out swinging and start swinging as fast as you can now. Is basically, you want the deck set up and you just want to get a turn 2 Lugia, you know? Anyways, they've got Hoopa and a pass. So, we'll go Marnie. And off the Marnie, we've got Whalmer. Love to see that. So we'll bench the Whalmer. I don't get Phoebus, unfortunately. I could put Basculin down, and I'll Viridian away the Lysander to go get a water energy. Attach the water energy to Basculin, and I'll Beacon, and we're going to get Phoebus and Octillery. Seems fine. And then with the water energy on the Basculin, I could respond to an attack with Hoopa if I want to, with Hisuian Basculegion. They're going to evolve into Lipard. Nice. And they've got Weavile. Lipard's trade. We'll get them a couple cards. Zorua can evolve into Zork. It's got that air balloon on it. So if they find their... Oh no, my Whalmer. No. I need to start playing the one that's got 120 hit points. I can't tell you how much I... All right, enough's enough. From now on, we're playing the one... From this moment forward. Enough's enough, man. All right, we're going to put down the Phoebus, Octillery, Rescue Stretcher. You wouldn't believe how often it comes up. It's crazy. Capacious Bucket, get a water. Viridian that water away to thin the deck. Those are pro gamer moves right there. Attach that water to Whalmer. Abyssal Hand for 4. There we go. Do that. And then we've got 1 water in the discard pile. I can Battle Compressor. Another water into the discard pile. Love that. And then we'll also get rid of Ball Guy and Gladian. Don't need those. That's fine. Send them packing. Then we'll end. Then we find Irida, Nest Ball, Hisuian Heavy Ball. That's fine. Just play that to burn it. Take a look at the prizes. It's fine. Pot Helmets, Floater. Cool. And then we're going to Grudge Dive. So we do 120. And it doesn't take a knockout on the Hoopa, but it does confuse it. It's actually kind of better than taking a knockout because we force them to have to find some things to get that Hoopa out of the active spots. And then I can always just take this knockout whenever I find my Field Blower. So that's kind of what we're thinking. And then I do have Irida, which will allow me to go get my Melodic and my Wailord. I can get those guys online, which feels pretty good. They've got Rescue Stretcher to toss a couple Pokemon back into the deck, and a Research. Nice Professor Willow Research. Have to look out for that Weavile if I have too many abilities on my board, and that Weavile can do some damage. Pretty cool. Love this Weavile. Punishes ability reliant decks. And then Galarian Wheezing punishes ability reliant decks. Trade. Cool. And do they find that Zoroark to allow them to stand in and retreat? Hisuian Basculegion looking epic and brave. 120 hit points. Not going to get knocked out by a Assault Gate attack. They've got Spiritomb. Spiritomb can build some spites, get 10 more damage. Cool. Build up towards its Anguish Cry. Muscular Band. And is the Hoopa stuck? Hoopa loves to get stuck. I'm thinking that the Hoopa is stuck. If you flipped to tails, it would have almost knocked itself out. Okay, so the Hoopa remains stuck. Then let's Irida. I kind of want to Irida for Escape Rope and Ultra. I can't get Escape Rope and Ultra Ball. Man, bro. All right. I want to get Escape Rope and Drizzle. Drizzle for Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball for... It's like I want to do a bunch of things all at once. I definitely want to... I want to like Field Blower the Hoopa too. You know? Man, dude. All right. And the item. All right, we got this 100%. Well, no, you just want to... Yeah, okay. Okay, sure. All right, we're going to Field Blower. Get rid of that and that. Okay. There we go. We'll take our prize. It's Last Chance Potion. This card is troll and has to go. I don't think I'll ever use that card. But it's been fun. It's been fun to think about the potential of using it, but I think Hyper Potion's just better. Or even Super Potion. I think Super Potion could be sick. Yeah. Super Potion be better. Guaranteed. Okay, so now we're going to Shady Dealings. Yes. And we're going to Shady Dealings for Ultra Ball. Attach this energy. See, what you're not expecting is for me to pop off and smack you with the Basculegion here, but that's what I think I'm going to do. Yeah, I think that's just what we got going on. All right, so here we go. There. Don't need it. 3 energy in the discard pile. Let's see what we get off this Abyssal Hand. Yo! Dang, we were close. All right, we didn't quite get it. The Scoop Up Net. Yeah, we're chilling. Well, I go to 4 prizes. I knock out. They go to 4, then I go to 4. That's fine. This is so irresponsible. Kids, don't do this at home. All right, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Oh, yeah. Look at Turbo Basculegion. That's fine. We'll put this thing out. And then, yeah, I'm a Jet Headbutt. You know, Jet Headbutt just to assert dominance. With the 4 energy Hisuian Basculegion. Then the hope is that they don't Gust my Whalmer this turn. If they do, I'm coming in with Hisuian Basculegion. And we can use... The reason I did that is because we've still got Counter Energy and Aqua Patch in the deck. So I could still make it happen, you know, with the Whaler. We're manually attaching to it, so it's fine. We're keeping pace right now. Yeah, that Jet Headbutt went crazy. And look at this hand. See what I'm saying? Gorgeous. It's exactly what we wanted. So they got Galarian Wheezing off of that Marnie, but Galarian Wheezing just doing 40 damage to my Basculegion. Basculegion does not care about no 40 damage. He's going to come in with another jet headbutt. Now Dark Claw. No, I'm going to shut down the abilities. Poison, that's fine. I was going to say Dark Claw does get the Weavile to knockout. We'll do 120. But I think they want to save the Weavile for Wailord, potentially. We've got Lusamine and Guzma. So I can Guzma. Dang. I mean, what's Lusamine got me? Nothing. Beach. Probably wants to. I mean, I could Guzma and take a knockout with Basculegion again onto Zorua. That would be pretty sick. That's super irresponsible, though. Like, super duper irresponsible. I feel like it's like a retreat into a Alolan Vulpix attached to Wailmer. Verse Seeker for Irida. Irida for Wailord and Evolution Incense. Yeah, this play is like so much more reasonable. All right. And then we're going to Beacon. Oh, I shouldn't have gotten the Evolution Incense, but that's fine. All right, Beacon for these. That's fine. This is the superior play here. And then with the retreat, I still have the Basculegion healthy, ready to go. Can Grudge Dive. I know. Should have been Aqua Patch. I get it. I should have gotten the Aqua Patch. I know. All right. We got it. As soon as I retreated into the Vulpix, I was like, yeah, I'm a dummy. All right, that's fine. I can still, the cool thing is, I can still get the Aqua Patch. I got Shady Dealer. We're fine. So I need to look at who the biggest threat's going to be. They used Erica, so they can't Gust. Zork can do a decent amount of damage. Going to take this knockout with Mind Jack. So it feels like I should just promote Basculegion and return the favor, right? That's cool. I've got 3 abilities in play. I don't necessarily need to use this yet. We can just kind of save it. I can Lusamine for things back. Want like Lysander and... Or I could do this. Oh yeah, I like this play too. Do this, we can go get stuff. Like Aqua Patch. And I think I prized my pot helmet. I definitely did. Cool, we'll get that stuff. That's pretty cool gamer stuff for sure. We'll Aqua Patch to the Whaler. Look how just strong he is. And scoop up nets, the Intellion. Put the Sobble back down. Put the Articuno back down. And we'll get Lysander and N. Feels good. Grudge Dive. Take the knockouts. And we got Tag Call. It's a good card to have in the deck. So our 3-3 prizes. Wailord is all juiced up. Feeling good. They've got Guzzlord now, which is... Sheesh. That's why we got N. But the NE becomes the N-er. Man. Or maybe it's the other way around. I was the one that was supposed to be doing the N-ing. Let's see. That's fine. They don't have anything. So we're chilling. We got Guzma. Palpat back in, Lucamine, and Marnie. I could Hex. That doesn't really matter. Slushes Chorus. Well, I guess I have to worry about Guzzlord because if they just have Gusts, they need 2 energy too. So they'd have to have Dark Patch, Darkness Energy, Gust in that little... And the Dark Patch's already down. Yeah, there's no chance they have all that. So we're fine. Special Wave. Yes, Schwa. Yes, you can do that. Yes. Raihan Energy Rope. Yeah, no way. I ain't got all that. JW doesn't even play Raihan in his Darkness deck. I don't know why, but he doesn't. Couldn't tell you any reason why he doesn't. He's got Copycat in there instead. The Madman. Yeah, Raihan is very good. But I don't play it in all of my decks. They've got Boss. I can bring up my Sobble and poison it. But I think I'm chilling. Because I've got the filthy Guzma. And that should just about square this one away, I think. Capture Energy. Dive Ball. Give this thing a bit more HP just to make sure there's no double Galarian Zigzagoon shenanigans or anything like that. Rough Seas. Heal him up. Give him the Wave Especial. And we should be good to go. And take our final prize. I think, unless Justice has got a trick up their sleeve. Can they do a double prize take with a gigantic Wailord in the active? Wailord is thriving right now. Just look at him. You know that whale cannot be stopped. Moltres plus Cape. That? Yeah? I wasn't even thinking about the fact that Moltres can do it. So, technically, yeah, Galarian Moltres. Thank you, Chase Clark, for the Prime sub. And that's GG's, Justice. GG's, the whale reigns supreme. There we go. All right, well played, well played. All right, guys, I got to get editing a video, so I do. Yeah. All right, Bobette, I'll give you one more game. Then I gotta go. Or next time. Because I gotta get editing my video. Yeah, thank you, Yoshi, for that gifted sub. I appreciate it. Yeah. Next time. I got a lot of. I already streamed longer than I was trying to today because it's hard for me to draw the line, but I got this tabletop video I'm working on. I got a lot of different kind of cuts and angles that I'm practicing. If you guys want to hear me talk about it, you can go back to the beginning of the stream VOD. But I'm excited about how this is turning out. As you can see, I've got some like cutaways to very close stuff, and then I got, cutbacks. Anyways. Yes, next time. Had a lot of fun playing Gym Leader Challenge today. Again, we've got the Gym Leader Challenge official merchandise, sleeves, pins, all that. Gonna be live on gymleaderchallenge.com tomorrow. Check these out. You can get your favorite type as a pin. Nice little rubber backing there. We've got all the different types. You got your dragon, your psychic, your water, your lightning, grass, fighting, metal, fire, darkness, and colorless. There you go. No fairy. That's right, because fairy stopped being printed years ago. Give it up, all right? It's not my fault. Don't blame me. And we got the Gym Leader Challenge playmats with the official Gym Leader Challenge logo now. Love it. Big shout out to Dustin Zimmerman, 2014 semi-finalist in the World Championships, who is a graphic designer and also designed the Tricky Gym logo. So some awesome stuff done by him. We got the sleeves, of course, with his logos on them as well. But the sleeves themselves are designed by me. So that's it. I'm getting out of here. Those will be live on trickygym.com tomorrow. Thank you guys for all the support. I'm going to get to editing some videos. Y'all have a great day. Be back tomorrow. Full Grip League tonight. I'm going to try and get enough stuff done so that I can film Full Grip